Do you ever find yourself feeling a little sluggish after a meal, even when you just ate? Or perhaps struggling with regularity more often than you'd like? It's easy to dismiss these things, thinking they're just a normal part of getting older. But what if I told you that millions of people our age are missing out on a simple, delicious secret that could make a huge difference? They're doing something everyday eating, but they might be choosing foods that are actually contributing to these exact issues without even realizing it. Today, we're talking about something incredibly simple, something that's been around for centuries, yet holds surprising power for our health, especially as we get older: whole grains. It's not complicated. It's about choosing the right version of foods you probably already eat. These little discomforts, the bloating, the lack of energy, inconsistent digestion, they might seem small on their own. But over time, they can start to chip away at your comfort, your energy levels, and even how much you feel like going out and doing the things you love. It can feel like you're slowly losing a bit of your independence, limited by how your body feels. You might think this is just inevitable, but the truth is, your daily food choices play a much bigger role than you might imagine. But here's the truly good news. Making a few simple tweaks can lead to significant improvements. In this video, I'm going to reveal 5 essential things you need to know about whole grains specifically, how they can benefit you in your senior years, and the easiest ways to pick the very best ones. These are simple steps you can start taking today for a more comfortable, energetic tomorrow. Before we dive into these valuable insights, if you're also interested in feeling more energetic and comfortable through simple dietary changes, please go ahead and hit that like button right now. It really helps us reach more people who could benefit from this information. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have the notification bell turned on so you don't miss our upcoming tips for healthy aging. Let me know by simply commenting grains below if you're watching along with me. All right, now let's get started with the very first and often most immediately noticeable benefit that whole grains offer, especially for seniors. Point 1. Improve digestion and regularity. The first big win for whole grains is dramatically improved digestion and regularity. Think of whole grains as nature's gentle internal brush. Unlike refined grains, which have had their fiber stripped away, whole grains are packed with dietary fiber. This fiber adds bulk to your stool, making it easier to pass, and helps food move through your digestive system more smoothly. It feeds the good bacteria in your gut too, which is essential for overall digestive health. I have a wonderful neighbor, let's call her Mary, who is in her late 70s. For years, she struggled with occasional constipation and just generally feeling bloated and uncomfortable after eating. She really thought it was just something she had to live with at her age. I suggested she try switching her breakfast from a refined cereal or white toast to a simple bowl of oatmeal made with whole rolled oats. It was a small change, but within just a couple of weeks, she couldn't stop talking about the difference. She felt lighter, more comfortable, and her digestive system was finally working smoothly and regularly. It truly changed her daily comfort. This isn't just about avoiding discomfort. Regular digestion means you feel better overall, have more energy, and can enjoy your activities without that nagging feeling of unease. A simple way to start is by incorporating oatmeal into your breakfast routine or making sure your bread is 100% whole wheat. Remember to increase fiber intake gradually and drink plenty of water. If you've ever struggled with digestive issues, type digest in the comments now. Okay, moving on to our second key benefit, and this one is vital for maintaining stable energy throughout your day. Point 2. Steady energy levels. Secondly, whole grains are fantastic for keeping your energy level stable, avoiding those frustrating peaks and crashes. When you eat refined grains, like white bread or sugary cereals, they cause a rapid spike in your blood sugar, which gives you a quick burst of energy, but is soon followed by a crash, leaving you feeling tired and even shaky. Whole grains, because of their fiber content, are digested much more slowly. This means glucose sugar enters your bloodstream gradually, providing a steady, sustained release of energy over a longer period. I know from my own experience how this works. I used to get that classic afternoon slump, especially after lunch. I just want to sit down and do nothing. It felt like I didn't have the energy to get through the rest of the day or even go for my usual walk. When I started making a conscious effort to include whole grains in my lunch, maybe brown rice instead of white, or a sandwich on 100% whole wheat bread, I noticed a significant change. That heavy, tired feeling after eating diminished, and my energy stayed much more consistent into the late afternoon. It felt empowering to not be dictated by those energy crashes anymore. Stable energy means you can do more, stay active longer, and feel more present and capable throughout your waking hours, which is crucial for maintaining your lifestyle. Swap white rice for brown rice or quinoa. Choose whole grain pasta. Look for whole grain options in crackers and snacks to avoid the energy roller coasters. Beyond just comfort and energy, whole grains offer significant long-term benefits, particularly for a vital organ. Point 3. Protecting your heart. Our third point is a big one. Whole grains are true friends to your heart health. Regularly eating whole grains has been shown to help lower LDL bad cholesterol and blood pressure, two major risk factors for heart disease, which is a concern for many of us as we age. The fiber plays a role in binding to cholesterol and removing it from the body, and the various nutrients and antioxidants in whole grains help protect your blood vessels. Consider my friend Robert. He was concerned about his increasing cholesterol numbers, and his doctor recommended some lifestyle changes. Robert, not one for drastic measures, started incorporating small changes. He switched to eating oatmeal most mornings, added barley to his homemade soups, and made sure his bread was whole grain. At his next annual checkup, his doctor was really pleased. His cholesterol had come down into a healthier range, and he felt a real sense of accomplishment knowing he was actively protecting his heart with simple dietary choices. Taking care of your heart is fundamental to maintaining your independence and overall health for years to come. Whole grains offer a delicious and accessible way to do just that. Aim to include a serving of whole grains with at least 2 meals a day. This could be a bowl of oatmeal, a side of brown rice, or a slice of whole wheat bread. Explore grains like barley or farro in stews or salads. If heart health is important to you, hit the like button again. Now, for anyone managing blood sugar issues, this next benefit is particularly important. Point 4. Helping manage blood sugar. Fourth, whole grains are incredibly beneficial for helping to manage blood sugar levels, which is particularly important for those with diabetes or pre-diabetes. As we discussed with energy levels, whole grains have a lower glycemic index compared to refined grains. This means they cause a slower, more gradual rise in blood sugar after eating. Avoiding those rapid spikes and crashes is crucial for preventing complications associated with high blood sugar and for feeling more stable and in control of your condition. My cousin, who has been living with type 2 diabetes for over a decade, found it challenging to keep his blood sugar readings consistently within his target range. His diabetes educator emphasized the importance of whole grains. He made a conscious effort to switch from sugary cereals to whole grain options, ensuring his bread was always whole wheat and incorporating grains like quinoa and brown rice more often. He told me it required more attention at the grocery store initially, but the effort paid off. His blood sugar became much more stable, and he felt less stressed about managing his condition, giving him more confidence in his daily routine. Better blood sugar control leads to more consistent energy, reduces the risk of long-term complications, and helps you feel more secure and capable in managing your health. Make checking food labels a habit. Look for the word whole at the beginning of the ingredient list. Pair whole grains with protein and healthy fats to further stabilize blood sugar response. So whole grains offer these wonderful benefits, but the key is knowing which ones are truly whole grains and how to choose them correctly. That leads us to our fifth crucial point. Point 5. How to choose the right whole grains. Finally, let's talk about how to make sure you're actually getting the benefits we've discussed by choosing true whole grains. This is where many people get tripped up. The food industry knows that people are looking for healthy, so They often label products with terms like multi-grain, 7-grain, bran added, or stone ground. While these sound healthy, they often aren't made primarily with whole grains. The processing can still strip away the most beneficial parts. You need to look beyond the marketing terms. I remember a conversation with a friend who was proudly showing me a loaf of bread labeled honey wheat and 7-grain. It looked hearty. But when we looked at the ingredient list together, the first ingredient was enriched wheat flour. Further down was whole wheat flour. But since it wasn't first, the loaf was primarily made of refined flour. She was surprised because she thought the 7-grain part meant it was automatically healthy. Once she started choosing bread where whole wheat flour was the very first ingredient, she said she could actually feel the difference in how full she felt and how it seemed to digest better. Knowing how to read labels empowers you to make choices that genuinely support your health goals and ensures you're getting the valuable fiber and nutrients whole grains offer. Your golden rule when buying bread, pasta, cereals, or crackers: always look at the ingredient list. The first ingredient should say whole before the grain name, e.g., whole wheat flour, whole rolled oats, whole rye, brown rice. If enriched or a non-whole grain is listed first, it's likely not primarily whole grain. So, how do you actually put this into practice? It's simpler than you think. Start by making one or two easy swaps this week. Change your breakfast cereal to oatmeal. Buy 100% whole wheat bread instead of white. Try brown rice with dinner. Cook larger batches of grains like quinoa or farro at the start of the week to easily add to salads or as sides. A couple of quick things to watch out for. If you're not used to much fiber, adding a lot of whole grains very quickly can sometimes cause temporary gas or bloating. Increase your intake gradually over a week or two. Fiber needs water to do its job effectively in your digestive system. Make sure you're staying well hydrated, especially as you increase fiber. And always remember, while dietary changes can be incredibly beneficial, if you have any underlying health conditions, especially diabetes, heart disease, or digestive disorders, it's always a good idea to chat with your doctor or a registered dietitian before making significant changes to your diet. They can provide personalized advice based on your two specific needs. So we've covered how incorporating whole grains into your diet can significantly improve your digestion, give you steady energy, protect your heart, help manage blood sugar, and how knowing what to look for on the label is key to getting these benefits. These aren't complex medical treatments. They are simple, accessible choices you can make every single day, often by just swapping one item for another when you shop or cook. I understand that changing long-standing habits can feel like a bit of an effort, and it's tempting to just live with those little discomforts because that's just how it is. But ignoring these simple dietary opportunities can mean missing out on feeling your best. It can lead to unnecessary discomfort, lower energy levels that limit your activities, and potentially impact your long-term health more than you realize. It's about not letting preventable issues take away from the vibrant life you want to live. From my own perspective, I cherish my ability to stay active and independent, and I see now how much simple choices contribute to that. But you don't have to settle for feeling less than your best. You have the power to make small, positive changes today that will benefit you enormously tomorrow and in the years to come. It is absolutely never too late to start nourishing your body in ways that support your vitality, your comfort, and your independence. You have the choice to embrace simple habits that help you live your life more fully, with more energy and less discomfort. Choose for yourself today. As you've seen, choosing whole grains is more than just a dietary recommendation. It's a powerful yet simple strategy for enhancing your comfort, boosting your energy, and protecting your long-term health as a senior. It's about fueling your body to support the independence and active life you cherish. Now, I'd love to hear from you. After watching this video, what is one specific type of whole grain you plan to try incorporating into your meals this week? Share your plan in the comments below. If you found the information in this video helpful and valuable, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us spread the word. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more practical health and lifestyle tips designed specifically for seniors. But most importantly, if you know someone, a friend, a family member, a neighbor who could benefit from understanding the simple power of whole grains, maybe someone who struggles with digestion or low energy, please share this video with them. This simple knowledge could make a real difference in their daily life. Thank you so much for watching and investing this time in your health. Here's to your comfort, energy, and many more healthy, happy years ahead. I'll see you in the next video.